Hey everyone, what's up? Hiro here. Today I'm gonna break down the different types of fins you can find in Medaka. There are already tons of unique fin types out there, and I'm pretty sure we'll keep seeing new ones pop up as breeding keeps evolving. Some of these traits are actually pretty well understood in terms of genetics. So if you're into breeding Medaka, this is definitely gonna help you out. Stick around till the end. On this channel, I, Hiro, a Medaka geek from Japan, share all kinds of stuff about Japanese aquariums and fish keeping. If you're into Japanese Medaka or aquariums, hit that subscribe button. And if you got requests for topics you wanna see, just drop me a comment. Alright, let's dive in. First, let's check out the standard fin on the male and the female Medaka. If you've been watching my channel, you probably already know how to tell them apart, right? But if you're new, I got another video that goes deep into sexing Medaka, so go watching that too. Okay, let's move on to fun stuff, the variations. First up, Matsui Longfin. The big highlight here is the tail fin. It fans out huge, but not in the super neat way. It's kinda irregular, which actually makes it pretty unique. Other fins like the dorsal, anal, and pectoral fins also grow longer, which makes this type especially cool to look at from above. From the top, you can see the fins fluttering all graceful while they swim. This trait was first spotted in 2013 at Matsui Fish Farm, and honestly, it was a game changer for Medaka breeding. Loads of varieties have been developed using Matsui Longfin as a base. There's also a variety called Tenyo no Mai. But honestly, it's basically the same fin trait. It's just Matsui Longfin crossed with Miyuki, give it a blue body and fin color. Genetically, Matsui Longfin is recessive. So if you cross with the normal Medaka, the F1 babies will all just have regular fins. You need to breed F1 times F1 or F1 times Matsui Longfin again to get the trait showing up in the F2. Next is what just called Longfin. I know, confusing, since Longfin is a Matsui Longfin too, but this one refers specifically to the fin lace in the dorsal and anal fin growing out. Unlike Matsui Longfin where the whole fin stretches, here it's just a lace, so the fin looks kinda frilly, like a Bette's crown tail. The tail fin usually stays normal. The famous example here is Marriage Longfin, often shortened to Marriage. It was created by Tarumi in Ehime. Males show the trait really strongly, while females usually don't. Alright, here is where it starts getting tricky, real Longfin. This one keeps the normal fin shape, but the whole thing grows way bigger. Remember how Matsui Longfin fanned out kinda unevenly. Real Longfin grows smooth and even, almost like a guppy tail. Males especially get massive fins, especially the anal fin, which can get crazy long. The downside? Sometimes the fin gets so big they mess with breeding. I don't think it's that bad, but honestly, it's better to try breeding them while they are still young. real longfin is dominant, by the way. And if you cross longfin with real longfin, you can get fish with both big anal fin plus fluffy leg tips. Only issue: real longfins often end up with droppy tails as they grow, which is something breeders are still working to fix. Next, the swallow type, created by 2020s. This warrants another longfin style, but only some of the fin legs grow longer and totally at random. Regular longfin stretches all the leg evenly, right? Swallow is messy and scattered, which makes it look different. It also shows up in the tail fin, so visually it stands apart. Personally, I think swallows look best from the side, but hey, that's just me. Then we've got butterfly. This is a mix of Matsui Longfin and swallow trait, but only when the fish also has the hikari body type. I made a full video about hikari body types, so check that one out if you haven't yet. Butterfly is tough to stabilize though. Breeders say it often leans more toward Matsui Longfin or more toward swallow, instead of keeping both evenly. Still, a lot of people wanna take on the challenge. Next is mirror. Here the fins split into multiple parts because the membrane doesn't develop properly. It's a super unique look. Definitely not for everyone, but perfect if you like rare traits. And just so you know, it's not a disease. That's just how the fins grow. Now, Widefin, discovered in 2060s. These have extra fin layers in the dorsal and anal fins, plus a super thick tail base compared to normal Medaka. They look kinda chunky overall. The tricky part? Even the male don't have the usual notch in the dorsal fin, so sexing them is tough. I mess it up all the time. The main clue is that females usually have a slightly elongated anal fin tip, but since ray count vary, and especially if widefin mixes with longfin trait. Honestly, the best way to figure it out is just to pair them and see if they spawn. Next up, Morpho. Morpho Medaka have rounded tails with jagged red tips, plus a bright blue shine in the fins. The dorsal and anal fins also get jagged edges. The shine comes from guanine, and Morpho has a ton of it in the fins. They are definitely best viewed from the side. Back when Morpho first appeared, the shine was sometimes so strong the fin tips would melt. But thanks to selective breeding, that almost never happens anymore. There is also Morpho Ashu, where the tail membrane itself shines brightly. It's not subspecies in the biological sense. It's just a breeder nickname. This trait was first discovered Azuma Medaka in Fukuoka. This one I've mentioned in my Hikari body video. Some Hikari Medaka get just the tips of the dorsal fin split, and that look is called samurai, after sword. It's not very common anymore, but still has its fans. Finally, the Dorsal-less Medaka, also known as Marco. It looks kinda like Lanchu goldfish. Without the dorsal fin, the simmer along the back runs smoothly all the way down without any break. The downside is it makes breeding tougher since males usually use the dorsal fin to hold females during spawning. It makes some tricks, but it's still a super interesting trade. So what do you think? Maybe that was a little too geeky. Just from what I know, there are already this many fin types. And new trades are still being found all the time. Whenever I get new info, I'll definitely share it here. If you thought this video was cool or useful, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to drop your questions or thoughts in the comments. I'm seriously so happy that more and more people are watching these videos. It really keeps me motivated. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.